Hi, I'm David. I'm going to be talking a bit about collaborative event planning in the digital age. I want to thank Avena for planning and hosting this event. So what's the problem? Planning an event is hard. It takes a joint effort of dozens of businesses and plenty more people. As event planners, you have to align on terms, finalize contracts, manage payments, schedule staff, wrangle guests, track details, communicate those details, rate performance, and so much more. The solution, collaborative planning software. There's software available to help almost every one of the challenges posed to event professionals. And today I'm going to go through what's available and what to keep an eye out for when looking for new software. First, a bit about me. My name is David, and I'm the CEO of Thyme Base. We are building project management, communication, and organization tools for event professionals, and one place for everyone to work together, planners, vendors, and their clients. I have a long business career starting when I was in college that took me from medicine to filmmaking to accounting. And most recently, I worked for a digital performance marketing agency in San Francisco. Right now, my focus is on building tools to support event professionals and make their jobs easier. I split my time between San Francisco and Chicago. Over the past 10 years, digital collaborative planning has changed shape as development costs have become cheaper and technology use much more widespread. Collaboration started with communication. Email and instant messaging allowed a fast exchange of ideas and knowledge. As technology matured, organization tools became more popular. Tools like G Suite and Dropbox made it easy to store and share working documents, enabling planners to send contracts back and forth and show your clients new layouts. Finally, we saw integration become a standard part of the software experience. Combining lots of features into one platform allows automation and intelligent software that cuts down on repetitive tasks. Syncing with outside tools makes the experience much smoother. Let's take a look at who's involved in the planning process. You have your internal team, which consists of planners, staff, and managers. The external team, vendors, vendor support staff, and venues with all their staff. And the clients, who can have multiple people involved, especially at weddings when friends and parents want to stay informed. The goal of effective collaboration software is to find solutions that work for each one of these parties. Collaboration is about getting the right information to the right people at the right time. As you can see from this scenario, booking catering for an event has tasks that involve the planner, the client, the caterer, and the venue. It also requires sharing information between all the parties, RFPs, portfolios, contracts, money, guest details, agenda details, and venue details. Effective and easy collaboration is necessary to streamline this effort, saving time and money. So what's out there? There are three main types of tools for event planners: guest management, event-specific, and project management. I'm going to go into more detail about the project management tools, but we'll quickly cover guest management and event-specific software. Guest management consists of everything related to the guest experience, from the website and marketing to ticketing and the on-site experience. These tools range from simple ticketing sites to robust platforms that track attendees and engage with them via custom-designed phone apps. I like to think of event-specific tools as one-offs. These tools are handling specific elements that are unique to a given event. Seating charts, budgets, design boards. I'd rate the collaboration effectiveness as 5 out of 10. You still have to incorporate them into your workflow, get another login, export to a shareable format, send this information via email, and track threads and labels. However, when they're bundled with other tools in a single platform, they become much more collaborative. Finally, project management tools, which are the true collaborative tool, handle the actual planning process and pulls all of this together. Things like task lists, day of timelines, file organization, and communication. We're only going to focus on project management tools as those offer the best collaborative options. What to look for in project management tools? Can this software gather, store, and share information easily? These are the three pillars I think about when building features for ThymeBase. I ask myself questions around each of these three attributes. For gather, how can I make entering information easier? Can I upload data from another source seamlessly? How can forms and questionnaires aid the flow of details into the software? Can someone else enter the information for me and have the software send it to the right place? Can email be transformed into a data source? Gathering information is the first step to producing a great event. Incorporating the small details pulled from a client during the onboarding phase can add that spark that separates you from other event planners. Once we have all this information, we need a way to store it that makes sense. Are there dependencies between sections, as in, does information in one section inform another section of the planning process? How can I cross-reference information between events? How can I make sure the right files are in the right place? Am I just using folders, or the files stored in an intuitive way? Storing information is only half the battle. Having it accessible by others is how we work together. Sharing is just communication, but there's a little more to it than that. One thing I hear a lot from planners is about decision management. Where do I find the confirmation from a client that they wanted buffet catering instead of table service? How can I make sure our conversations happen in the right place? Can others access my files without me sending them? And what kind of access do they have? Having the right conversation in one place ensures there's only one final voice for decisions and facts. Now that we have some things to think about, let's explore the different options we have to satisfy these needs. Our first bucket of tools are general productivity tools. These are not event specific and tend to focus on affordability and versatility. They are inexpensive and really easy to use. However, this comes at a cost. These programs tend to be completely unstructured, meaning you have to build a workflow that works for you. This takes time and energy and may leave efficiencies on the table. You can often find templates, but they tend to be imperfect and also may not solve all of your needs. These programs are also incredibly bare boned. While they do a great job of offering integrations, it is often paid integrations, meaning you need to have other software like Slack, Dropbox, and Evernote. Good integrations are the ones that work with free software, like the calendar app you already use. So how do these programs solve some of the questions we had from before? Well, they're easy to enter information into. Some services like G Drive offer robust storage capabilities, and sharing is pretty easy as well. What they lack is the uniform gathering of the information. When you enter information in one section, you can't access it elsewhere. In Thyme Base, we solve this by having spaces that pull information from all of the events. Tasks, contacts, locations, files, even URLs are pulled from each individual event and are viewable in one place. That ability to cross-reference does not exist in these platforms. These tools are great for someone just trying to get ideas onto paper. So what do we want? We want one place where all of our information is together. So let's take a look at project management tools that can help us with that. General project management tools. Yeah, I use the same name twice and it can be a bit confusing. While all of these are project management tools, this section speaks specifically about general business project management tools. They're not built for events, but can more easily be adapted than the productivity tools. They focus on organization and task management and are optimized to help build a productive workflow. They also offer incredible granularity on specific tasks, with commenting, file storage, and subtasks that bring the focus around a single item. Unfortunately, these are not built for events, so they lack basic features like a day of agenda builder and budgets. Even in Google Drive, you can build those out and save them in one place. They're also built for larger internal teams, and training is required to make the most of the software. During my MBA, I concentrated on business analytics. I built data mining algorithms and custom databases. Airtable, which is essentially a robust database, was difficult for me to pick up. These tools are effective if you have the time to train and onboard your entire team, but otherwise lack the ease of use for multiple businesses to work together. And now we get to the planning tools made just for events. These tools tend to focus on organization, communication, and event-specific needs. They're built specifically for events, meaning the tools for task lists and day of timelines are specific to the needs of a planner. They tend to check off a lot of the boxes of the pros from the productivity and general project management categories, but still have some shortcomings. Some of their downsides, all of these programs are bloated. They have tons of features that you don't need or may never use, but you're still paying a high price for them. Some of these products also have a huge learning curve and require hours of training. They cost thousands of dollars and are made for big organizations. The most important feature that I think they lack is client engagement. Except for some very specialized tools like Aisle Planner, which is only for weddings, clients are a huge part of the planning process, and without a way to share information easily, you're stuck at square one. So here's what ThymeBase is working on. We're building the platform for all event planning to get done. That means tools that work for planners, vendors, and their clients. Everyone involved in the planning process needs to be able to work with those three pillars: gather, organize, and share. Some things we're doing to solve this. You can add files and links and pictures directly to task and timeline items. This ensures the information in the right place. You can get access to all of your contacts, locations, and files from across all of your events. This allows you to access information easily. You can comment directly on timeline items and tasks so you have communication focused and accessible. Our URL-based timelines make sharing not dependent on another login. Clients and vendors can easily see what's happening without more email threads and sharing PDFs. Finally, with assigning tasks to clients and vendors, you bring the entire working process to every stakeholder. But we don't do everything. Event-specific tools like ticketing and seating charts aren't our focus at the moment. As discussed before, there are plenty of inexpensive tools that do those jobs well. What ThymeBase has done is made it possible that you can store and share that information right in the software, which can then be shared with the people who need to see it. Some final thoughts. There are plenty of high quality tools available for event professionals, but knowing what you need is the first step. This slide might seem a little basic, but identifying where you land within these three items is a great place to start. Determining your team size, your budget, and your flexibility with software will help you find the best tools for you. Thank you for your time today. Feel free to reach out to me at any time with questions or feedback. I'd love to know what I can build for you to make your life easier.